You talk about Labour's industrial strategy, and there's an example of maybe what happens if you don't have a strategy of the kind in the new half of your constituency, if I can put it like that. Maesteg, where the Llanvi Valley did transition to manufacturing. You had Revlon, you had British Tissues, and so on, and yet those went away as well. And I really don't want to insult anyone who lives in Maesteg. I'm very fond of it as a town, but you look at the economy there, and it's in a pretty shocking state.
Well, we bear the scars, Vaughan, as you know, of the decisions that were made, particularly in the 1980s, by Margaret Thatcher to close down our heavy industry with no plan B, no plan for transitioning the workforce into a new economy. Compare it to the way they did that in Germany, for example, closed down heavy industry there and created the so-called Mittelstand of thousands of small SMEs in the manufacturing sector, producing widgets that then started selling to China. We had nothing like that. And as a result, our manufacturing sector in the United Kingdom stood at 30% of GDP in the 1970s, and it now stands at just about 9% of our GDP. And that explains a huge amount about what we've seen happening to the economy of Wales since that time. And it is our job as an incoming Labour government to deliver the stability and predictability that business needs to start bringing investment in and to drive a modern manufacturing renaissance based on the green industrial revolution. And I mentioned floating offshore wind. That is an absolutely game-changing opportunity, potentially billions of pounds of investment, but we have to make sure that the manufacturing of those floating substructures, of the turbines, is happening in Wales and across the United Kingdom.
How do you do that,
a huge change to what's happened previously.